something to happen to me. But this waiting comes with
Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Welcome to the Majlis of Nasiyah and Zikr, both to the physical attendees and those who are joining us online. Now, we often attend this Majlis every week, and we may sometimes think it's become a matter of routine. But really, if you think about it, is it a matter of routine, or have we been invited? And really, we've been invited by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has given us this opportunity to attend tonight. Yes, you made the intention, but it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who ultimately willed that you would attend tonight, because as you can see, there are many people who haven't been given that blessing, as you said. And so really, just because the invitation hasn't come by email or a card through the post necessarily, it doesn't mean it's any less. So one should feel honored that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has allowed us this opportunity to enter His house. And really, we are a guest in the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And really, we should be grateful that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us this opportunity to be present in the house. Now that we are in the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we should always correct our intention that we are here for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should remove any worldly distractions as soon as we enter here. We remember the three keys. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with me, He can see me, and He can hear me. And as our Honourable Imam Kes reminded us on Monday, it's not about attending here thinking, well, what time are we going to get done today? What time will the speaker finish their bayan? What time will the zikr be done? Will we be done in time for Maghrib? When will the food be served? What time will I be getting home? All these questions start swirling in our mind as soon as we enter the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because unfortunately people like myself, we have this mindset, we want to be in quickly and want to be out quickly as well. But now that you've made the effort to come here, then why not really try to take maximum reward from being here? And that is by correcting your intention. Doesn't matter if you're going to be here all night, you're in the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the rewards will be immense. So if you look at it that way, the longer you stay here, the more reward you'll get. So we should change our mindset whenever we attend any majlis and think, well, actually, the longer I stay here, inshallah, the more reward I will get. And so really, what we're here for, ultimately, is to learn about our glorious Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and their sifat. Because yes, He is our creator, He is the Lord of all lords, the King of all kings. But what do we actually know about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? What do we know about the sifat, the various sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the various attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? So really, this is a learning curve, firstly for myself and everybody else, that we continue to learn these and try to implement these in our daily lives. And obviously, as part of that, learning the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is to learn about the greatest creation, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, because that is our real example who we should try to embody in terms of the sunnah. That's really the practical way of getting close to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, by adopting the sunnah. And so inshallah we shall learn more about these topics tonight in that regard. And as I said, there are brothers who will probably come here for the first time. For them, it's a chance to really learn something new. And for those brothers who are here regularly, really use this as a refresher. We all need a refresher every single week. Why? Because we are sucked in by the dunya for the rest of the week, and we often drift away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So use this opportunity as a way to get back into line and refresh oneself. That what did I do over the last 7 days? Did I achieve what I set out to do? Or did I fail again? But really make the intention that inshallah I will improve for the next 7 days, and I will obviously implement the amals, maybe tick the sheets I've been given, etc., etc. And we shouldn't feel in any way less diminished because our blessed teacher is not present here. Really, the teacher will be more glad that we are here in their absence, as he said, because we've made that effort. The teacher is not unaware of when brothers are here and brothers aren't here. So we should also get out that mindset that if Hazrat Sahib is here, we'll all turn up en masse, and when they're not here, en masse we disappear again. So really, the program tonight is firstly, we will start as we then gathering the tilawat of the Holy Quran. Then we'll have a short naat. Then we'll go on to the main nasiyah delivered by Ustadh Shabbir Hassan. We will then have the zikr, and inshallah, God willing, we'll conclude by Maghrib Salah, perform the Salah, and inshallah from there on, there will no doubt be some food after Maghrib Salah. So firstly, I'd like to invite Brother Saif to recite the Holy Quran. Jazakallah khair.
يا ربي لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك عظيم سلطانك. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والضحى والليل إذا سجى والضحى والليل إذا سجى دعاك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والتين والزيتون الأمين لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون فما يكذبك بعد بالدين أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اقرأ 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 باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم
مصطفى سيد الأولين سيد الآخرين वो है मेरा नबी वो है मेरा नबी तुझसा कोई नहीं तुझसा कोई नहीं तुझसा कोई नहीं तुझसा कोई नहीं मुस्तफा 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 वो है शम्स दुहा वो है बद्र दुजा वो है मेरा नबी वो है मेरा नबी तुझसा कोई नहीं तुझसा कोई नहीं तुझसा कोई नहीं तुझसा कोई नहीं मुस्तफा 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 रहमते दो जहां अहमद मुस्तफा वो है मेरा नबी वो है मेरा नबी तुझसा कोई नहीं तुझसा कोई नहीं तुझसा कोई नहीं तुझसा कोई नहीं मुस्तफा 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 مصطفى مصطفى شفاع المذنبين خاتم المرسلين वो है मेरा नबी वो है मेरा नबी तुझसा कोई नहीं तुझसा कोई नहीं तुझसा कोई नहीं तुझसा कोई नहीं मुस्तफा 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 मुस्तफा
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salam ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursaleen wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in amma ba'd fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem bismillahir rahmanir rahim alladhi khalaqal mauta wal hayata liyabluwakum ayyukum ahsanu amala wa huwal azizul ghafur. All praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Peace and salutations upon the beloved Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, upon the companions, upon the family, and upon the whole Muslim Ummah until the day of judgment. Alhamdulillah, we are here today once again, like every Friday. So this is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like the brother had mentioned, that we have been chosen to come here. A thought maybe came into your mind, an invitation came from somewhere. But it is an invitation. Wherever you might think you have come from yourself, but it is an invitation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we are blessed to be here. And also you mentioned about the thought process about the person thinking that when will it end. Trust me, the one who wants to end the quickest is me. Because I'm the one delivering the talk, so I'm the one thinking, oh, hurry up. Because when you put yourself in this situation, you're on the spotlight, everybody's looking at you, and you think, when you're under pressure, then you think, oh, how can this end quickly, as quick as possible? It's like a flight, you run, you want to go away as quickly as possible. But don't worry, inshallah, today, the topic is such that you'll really enjoy it, and inshallah it's very, very informative in the sense that it's something that can help you change your life as well. So, question from myself, I want to ask the audience, what is the purpose that you have come here today? I mean, there's no right or wrong answer because everybody's mind is made differently according to how Allah subhanahu wanted to create this person. So each person has his own opinions, his own justifications why they're here today. So anybody can, just answer this question. So why are we here today? So if you answer the question, then you're saving everybody. Otherwise, if I have to point fingers, then somebody's going to be on the spot. So it's a simple question. Everybody has their own understanding of why they're here. So can somebody answer the question? Yes. You see as a duty. MashaAllah, good answer. Anybody else? Yeah. Spiritual boost. MashaAllah. Anybody else? Spiritual boost. That's a good one. Yes, Adam. Increase your knowledge. Yes, mashallah, that's a good one. And nobody's mentioned food. Have you not come for food? It doesn't matter. Even if you come for food, that's fine. Go on, Adam. Get reward. MashaAllah, that's another good answer as well. So Allah is the one who can give reward. And we always expect reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because He's merciful, kind, and we should expect this as well. I'm still looking for one answer that's always been said, portrayed all the time. You know, in any retreat, so anywhere you go, there's always one particular answer. Do shukr, brilliant. You know, doing the shukr of Allah that you hear, that's brilliant. The pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yes. You know, so we've come here for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now I want to ask the question, how do we know how to attain the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? How do we know? Brilliant. That's the answer I was looking for. So abandon the dislikes. So the opposite of pleasure is displeasure. So the pleasure, we come here for the pleasure of Allah, but now we've come to learn what is the displeasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What can take a person away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is what we're going to learn today. But there's four main things, four main distractions to a human being that's affected billions of people from Hazrat Adam alayhi salam up to now and until the Day of Judgment. So there's four main things that affects a person, a human being. Do you know what that is? Just how, you know, it's a common thing. Everybody goes through this. Everybody has this issue. So as you, as a human being, you will have this issue as well. So can anybody take a guess? What is affecting a person, any human being? So there's four in this. Emotions. We want to put it on a big, wider scale, so there's only one category and all of this will come under this. So there's four main categories regarding this. I mean, we all know our enemy. Who's our enemy? Shaitan. So Shaitan's one. What's the second one? The nafs, mashallah. What's the third one? We're in it. Everybody's in it. We're all in it right now. What did you say? The dunya. Yes, the world. And the fourth thing, which is we're doing it every single day, meaning we're dealing with it every single day. The fourth thing. Society, the people, yes, the people. So these are the four main distractions of the human beings that's affected not millions, we're talking billions of people. And inshallah we're going to go through each one of this, or each one of these categories, and you know, just highlight a few main points how it affects a person. So sometimes when we live in this world, we forget who is our true friend. You know, we think, oh, he's my best friend, this person is my best friend. And then when it comes to, you know, when you're in problems and when you call upon your best friend, he's not there anymore. He's gone, he's disappeared. But who will be there for you all the time, throughout your life until you're dead, even in the hereafter, is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always going to be there for you. And if we try our best to become His friend, and who will be our friend also? The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the friends of Allah. So if we try our best to try and connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his friends, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's friends, then inshallah you will be safe in this world as well, keeping their company, especially the friends of Allah, and attending these gatherings. So we talked about the four main points, and now we're going to talk about how to get out of this problem that everybody has. So when you know somebody is deceiving you, so for example, somebody is tricking you, then you will want to overcome this problem. So for example, in a worldly example, somebody's deceived you, or let's say let's say a magician. You see a magician, they do all these fancy tricks. You know, I like watching magic as well. But they're all tricks at the end of it. There's no real magic really. But then you want to know, how did he do it? Or if I know how to do it, when I have a family gathering, I'll do it in front of everybody else. You know, and mashallah, Brother Shafiq, you know, he always used to do the magic tricks, if you remember. So he always used to, in Morocco and all that, he's going around when we were on these trips, and he's got this coin, and, you know, he pulls out the coin from the ear and everything. And it's good, it's fun, it's good to have fun as well. Islam isn't stringent that you just like, oh, worship Allah, worship Allah. Islam teaches you the middle ground where you enjoy life. Go out and have that steak. Go out and go to Alton Towers, go to Blackpool, go and enjoy life. Because life is here, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put you here as well. But at the same time, obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, stay within the circle. Don't become too extreme in one and too extreme in the other. Stay in the middle. You know, now that you have a beard, you have a Mama Sharif, and then you neglect all of your duties to your family members, to all of your duties to your friends. Everybody has rights upon you. Your neighbors have a right upon you. Your parents, your family members, your parents want to sit with you. But I'm going here, I'm going there, I've got to do my zikr, or I've got to pray my Quran, you know, and you're not giving time for your parents. You know, one of the things that, you know, even our blessed teacher mentioned, what do parents look for? Parents look for, they don't want money off their children. Well, some do, you know. But really what they're looking for is company of their children. You know, how many parents are there waiting, you know, when can I spend, when you're young, you know, with 3, 4, 5 or 7 years old, everybody's, and as they become teenagers, they don't want to know you. They want to be stuck in their room, either playing on their PS4 or on their phones constantly. And when you tell them, oh, do you want to spend some time together? Do you want to go on a walk? Oh, that's boring. What's more boring is going out, you know, going for a walk and, you know, going, having fun, or be stuck, you know, inside your room for hours on end on your mobile phone. But this is the situation today. This is what people are doing. It's not just, it's everywhere, it's happening. We're all addicted to our mobile phones. The only time you're probably not looking at your phone is when you sat here in this gathering, because I'm looking at you. Otherwise, every 2 minutes, oh, somebody texts me, what's that? Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. Constantly we're going on our phones, when you could have used that time to spend with your family members, you know, and somebody close to your relatives. We don't even see our relatives anymore. It's come to that point. You know, when we were young, your parents would take you by the hand and say, okay, we've got to meet this uncle, we've got to meet that uncle, we've got to go here to this relative, and before you know it, you have a whole list of relatives that you have to meet with your parents. Well, that was in my day anyway. But these days, like, we don't even go and visit the relatives. You know, they have a right upon you as well. So we have to know how the shaitan is affecting us. So we'll go to the first point, which is the world. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. That I've created humans and jinns to serve me. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that He doesn't want anything, I don't want any provisions from you. Allah will provide you, He's the provider, He's not weak in any way, He's the most powerful. So in terms of provisions, you know, we get scared, you know, oh, if I, you know, say for example, if I'm at work and it's time for Salah, if I pray my Salah, then what's going to happen? I'll lose my job, you know, my employer won't like it, and this, that, and the other. Or if you're a taxi driver and you're waiting for a job, and then suddenly you think that, oh, if I don't take this job, and it's the namaz time is coming to an end, and you think, if I don't take this job, I'm going to lose money. You know, these are our mindsets. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is clearly saying this, that He will provide for you, don't worry. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not weak, He is the most powerful. So Allah will provide you all of this. You sacrifice anything for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will give you more in return. So have this in your mindset, anything that you sacrifice for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will give you more in return. So if you sacrifice, say you got bad friends, yeah, your friends are taking away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You sacrifice your friends, and I guarantee you, Allah will bless you with such friends that who will sacrifice their time for you. And this is the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is how it happens. You do anything for Allah. So not just friends, anything in your life that you come across, you think, you know what, I can sacrifice this for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah will give you something better in return. So in hadith al-Qudsi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addresses the world itself, and says to the world, give to the one who serves me, you're my slave, and you should become slave to my servant. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying this to the world, that give to the one who serves me. So what does this hadith actually telling us? That when a person gives, meaning that when you're in the world and everything like this, but his main purpose of life is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So his purpose in life is Allah, and everything comes after that. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes first, and the rest comes after. And if his main goal in life is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then the world itself will come to this person. And in the same hadith, whoever does not serve me, punish him. So he's punished. How is he punished? People think, oh, I'm earning so much money, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But how are they punished? They've been enslaved by the dunya. So now this person, he has no time to do anything. So he thinks, oh, I'm making money, I'm working extra hours. He's made his purpose in life